Trails Cold Steel. How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good night. It's currently 10 at night right now. I'm drinking some hot chocolate while I'm playing, so let's get right down to it. As usual, I'm going to be talking to everyone before I go, so that'll be cut out. See you guys soon. Alright. Wow, it took 15 minutes to go around talking to everyone. That's going to be 15 minutes that's pretty much cut out. Yeah, let's head out there. Good, you're all here. Well, instructor, I wasn't expecting you to be... Sharon? Weren't you in the dormitory when we left? Indeed I was, but I was summoned here by Lady Sarah, so after seeing you all up, I came straight here. How did I guess she'd get here ahead of us? You know, at this point, I shouldn't really be surprised. Sheesh, she ain't Rhineford's top mate for nothing. Personally, I would prefer not to ask her to come at all. But since she'll be acting as Coupe's guide, I didn't have much of a choice. Why, thank you. Wait, why would we need a guide? So you're telling me... Well, it looks like everyone's here already. Oh, Sharon's here too. Huh? What's she doing here? Cooking, cleaning, and staying in travel? What is it she doing? You flatter me, Master Eustace. That went by too fast. Well, we've got all of you here now. And look at that, 9 AM. Right on time. Huh? What's that sound? It sounds like rush of air. No, that's not quite it. Sounds to me like an airship. Are you kidding me? Look! What the hell is that? Here they come. Oh, so we're going by airship this time instead of train. That's a nice looking ship, I gotta be honest. What is this thing even doing here? Wow, it's so cool! A crimson airship? Who does it belong to? The Imperial Army warship, maybe? Nah, not enough giant guns. Still, the shape looks familiar. But I remember, it's like the white wings of Liberal. You think so too, right? I mean, like the airsail? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance. The airsail? Wasn't that the high-speed cruiser from Kingdom of the World? Indeed, it was on that very airship that Prince Oliver himself made his triumphant return to Heimdall. No way. They're not seriously going to land here, right? Of course they are. A 75 arc from bow to stern. It might be a bit of a snug fit, but they should be able to touch down. Man, you gotta be kidding me! Wait a minute, how do you know how large it is? Oh damn, it is pretty big. It looks smaller up in the sky. Is Prince Oliver on there? They mentioned him a coming back on a ship like this, so is he on there? This is the best. It's actually very pretty up close. The more I look, the more it seems just like an airship, except red. It bears the crest of Airbonia, though, so at the very least it's an airship from the Empire.
Salutations, my beautiful friends! It's only been 10 days since last we met, but I couldn't keep myself away.
I swear I was kidding about him being on there.
Prince Oliver!
And Major Vander.
I'm glad to see you all again.
Your slack-jawed amazement says it all.
And why doesn't Vander get a voice actor?
It looks like this will be quite the crowd-pleaser during its grand unveiling in Heimdall.
Wait, we're being shown it before the grand unveiling? Damn. We really are making big connections.
Wait, what grand unveiling?
Man, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Still, the prince is just here in supporting capacity today, to say nothing of myself. The real stars of the show are the airship and this fine gentleman we have aboard.
Who might you be referring to?
It's been quite some time. I see many familiar faces gathered here today, and several I've yet to have the pleasure of meeting.
Wait, is that Laura's dad?
Is that?
I know that voice.
And Tovo as well. Man, we're seeing a bunch of familiar faces all of a sudden.
The Radiant Blade Master?
Father.
So that's Laura's dad? Wait, who's the one now?
And look, Toval's with him too.
This isn't quite how I expected our grand reunion to go, that's for sure.
No kidding. Then again, I wasn't really sure how it would go in the first place, so it kind of makes sense.
What are you doing up there? And what's with the hat?
It's a nice hat, though. I'll give him that. Allow me to introduce you. This is Captain Victor S. Arson, who will be assuming command of this ship. Damn.
So that's what this is about.
I'll fill you in on the details another time.
What in the name of Adios is that?
Oh, Patrick's here, too.
Wow, what a pretty ship.
This thing's a real piece of work.
Incredible! I've heard about the specs, but the numbers don't do it justice. Looks even better live than on paper.
Might want to leave before we draw a huge crowd.
Principal Van Dyke, you too?
Could someone fill us in on what exactly is going on here?
I mean, it's kind of obvious we're going to get a ride on this. Otherwise, why would they have it land here? It'd be waste to just show it off.
Your bafflement is quite understandable. The chairman of the board proposed a change to your travel arrangements for this month's field study. He's agreed to deliver all of you to your respective destinations aboard this airship.
What? We'll be riding in style.
He's mainly taking it on its maiden voyage to unveil the ship to the nation. We're just kind of along for the ride.
Still a pretty big deal.
You'll be headed to the capital first, but from there, it'll be a straight shot to Roer.
Wow. I'm not sure what to say.
Oh, this is all so sudden. I think I need to sit down.
Well, should we be off, Your Highness?
Yes, that sounds marvelous. With that, let me be the first to welcome you, Class 7. Aboard the second Arsail class high-speed cruiser, the Courageous.
Courageous, huh? Same day, 9:30. It's only 30 minutes, huh? Wait, is that? I just saw the blue-haired girl, the radio person. Missing? It's been a while. Oh, the Phantom Thief. Any other familiar faces? Guess not. Oh, no, there's Claire. Not even our high-speed trains hope to match that. That may be true, but we still have our own strengths. How's the investigation coming along? Well, they were pretty blatant about trying to obstruct us, so basically about what we expected. Same is true in the other areas as well. Understood. Spawn Pair 13. I'll head there myself this afternoon. Yes, ma'am. And there's the Princess Irene's sister.
My, what a spectacular sight! My brother told me all about it, but there's no substitute for seeing it soar through the skies. Simply beautiful. Yes, it really is. You're up there, aren't you, Vane?
Okay, there's the palace. Oh, is that the king and queen? We never actually met the king and queen, as far as I remember.
Wow! That's the Courageous! Oliver finally finished his airship.
It's a fine ship, isn't it? Prince Oliver seems to have gone to quite a lot of trouble having it built.
Is this the wind of change you intend to release across our staid and troubled land? Go, my son, and show me the caliber of man you can be.
Pretty cool we finally get to see the king and queen. Kind of wish that we got their names. Oh, there's Osborne. And crap, what was his name? Lecter.
Can you believe it's been almost 2 years already?
I completely didn't say that because his name popped up. No siree. Okay, yeah, I did.
And look at how far our debaucherous prince has managed to come.
Debaucherous? What?
Partnering with Liberl to make a second Arcel-class airship, then cruising over the capital? I suppose that's one way to stick it to you for outmaneuvering him at the trade conference.
Let him have his fun for now. Still, this was certainly an unexpected play on his part.
Okay, what's going on?
He and that band of students he likes to ship across the country have proven a never-ending source of entertainment. But now, my dear Prince Oliver, we have reached a decisive point. The board has been prepared, every piece in its place. Can you turn the tides in your favor? I look forward to finding out.
Okay, is he evil? What is it with people being named Osborne being evil? Wait. Chancellor Osborne. Could C stand for Chancellor? If so, that's kind of a brilliant way to do that. I don't think he and C have been in the same place at the same time. Nice ship.
It's currently 10:02, and we have a north-northwesterly wind blowing in at a speed of 11 Arj. We've just passed through the Schwartz-Drake Barrier's airspace into the province of Nortia.
Current speed is 3,050 SPH. We've reached full cruising velocity.
3,050? Holy shit.
Maintain current course and speed. Follow the Nortia main line, maintaining a distance of 200 Arj.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So this is what the bridge of a cruiser looks like. It's all kind of make my head spin. If I'm not mistaken, the ship is equipped with the Epstein Foundation's latest information processing system. Huh, so you managed to get the Rhineford Group, Zeiss Central Factory, and Epstein Foundation to collaborate. And I suppose you would be the most well-informed on matters of technology. It took combined efforts of countless supporters to take this airship from blueprint to beauty. I've caused a great many people no small amount of trouble gathering technology and funds to build it. It's nice to know even princes have trouble financing sometimes. Alas, it's true, I had to borrow quite a solid number of sources, from the Emperor himself among them. All my labors bore fruit, and we were able to build an airship that met all of my ideal specifications. At a length of 75 arm, it's almost twice the size of the original RSL. Of its sporting 20 of ZCF's highest performance engines could achieve a top speed of roughly 3000 SPH. Not quite as fast as RSL's 3600 SPH, but the greatest boasts high armor and interception capabilities. Good grief, you memorized all the specs already. Are you really surprised at this point? Still, the more I hear about it, the more unbelievable it sounds. Sounds like he's compensating for something. Fee! I was not expecting Fee to say that. I'd heard there was something like this in development, but I never would have imagined he packed this much power into it. Well, now we have a rough idea how extravagant the ship is. What I don't understand is why my father's saying the captaincy. It's not even part of the military. Plus, Father, did you actually enlist in the Imperial Army? I can understand why you might be perplexed. However, this airship isn't part of any military force. Huh? So wait, is it officially regarded as the property of the Imperial family? Precisely. I think this airship give wings to a third faction of sorts, unconnected to both Imperial and provincial armies. To that end, I can think of no finer captain than Viscount Arsene. Well, that at least explains some of it. I see what you're getting at, yeah. The fastest airship in the Empire, captained by a Radiant Blade Master. Couldn't ask for a stronger deterrent than that. I'll say. Well, that's my hope anyway. About half the crew here are on loan from my division, Sims Armored. The rest are civilians, representing a variety of nationalities and social classes. As for me, I'm here because I'm just that good at gathering information. They've also tasked me as the point man for keeping in touch with the guild and all of its local branches. Makes sense to me. Toval's definitely a good choice. He's got tact and patience to spare. Me, on the other hand, I'm more the face-punching type. Frankly, I'm still shocked we're here. I never imagined we'd be flying such a marvel of a ship with such a distinguished crew. You got me curious, though. Are you intending to tour the whole Empire like this? That's our plan, yes. The hope is that it might help assuage some of the tension that's been building across the nation. And if we are able to intimidate the Imperial Liberation Front while we're at it, all the better. Ah, that makes sense considering they've got their own airship too. The Intelligence Division and the RMP seem to be keeping them in check for now. But having a ship like this in the air will definitely put even more pressure on the Liberation Front. In other words, this ship allows me to kill 3 birds with one stone. Genius, isn't it? If I ever feel the urge to stretch my wings, I can take the skies whenever mood strikes me. Perhaps one day I'll even be able to recital stories in the skies above $5. But honor aside, well, putting aside certain idiotic flights of fancy, at this speed it should take less than an hour to reach Roer. Feel free to make yourselves at home while you're aboard. Aside from restricted areas like the engine room, you have to run the ship. Go on, poke around a bit. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks. I think I'll take you up on that. Definitely going to save. Damn, already 35 minutes into recording. Didn't really do anything but watch cutscenes. Honestly, you could have told me about this a little sooner. Is this the reason you've been so busy lately? I apologize for secrecy, but all this project fell under a veil of strict confidentiality. There are some things I've forbidden to speak of, even to my daughter. I'm sure you realize that. But Klaus must have known, right? Why was he allowed to know while I was left in the dark? Well, we're really honored to have been invited on board. We could rest a bit easier once we arrived at Roer, knowing we had Imperial escort. Indeed you can. The Provincial Army will have little choice but to accommodate you. The ship's purpose to act as a deterrent to both factions as well as the Imperial Liberation Front. By doing that, we hope that Courageous will hold guard at bay long enough for something new to take root. I'm sure it will. They chose wisely naming you captain. Still, I assume that's not the ship's only purpose. Well, true, building an airship this advanced seems excessive. If all you're going to use it as is a deterrent. Roer was right. There has to be some other purpose it was made to fulfill. Very perceptive of you. I regret that I wasn't able to discuss this with you properly when you were in McGram last month. I'm proud to see just how much you've grown since you enrolled at the academy. Have my class think that learning alongside them has been a constant source of insights. So tell me, Rain, how's she doing? Is Laura getting along with the other students? Huh? I think she's staying in time. I see. That's reassuring to hear. At times, I'm worried that growing up in a sword-fighting household will cause her to end up less well-rounded than her peers. I hope you and the others will continue to look out for her. Of course. I'm glad she's with us. Can't imagine class 7 without her. Can't help but get the feeling that she's more to you than simply a classmate. Whatever the truth may be, I hope you'll continue treating her as the lady she is. I'm not one to abide inappropriate behavior towards my daughter. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. But I like to think I know how to conduct myself towards my classmates. Good, that's why you wanted to hear. Yeah, she heard every word, I bet. What are you two going on with all your whispering and your furtive glances? It's nothing you need to concern yourself with. Just a little discussion between men. You needn't worry. We'll be sure to get you to your field study safely. As to the Thors, I expect you to give your utmost. Huh? He really does care about her. Okay, so I'm on the second floor. Which one do I go to first? Let's see what the hole is. Okay, so that's where I can't go. Okay. Yep, another cutscene. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had no idea Rhineford Company was involved in developing something on this scale all this time. Then I found out it was a collaboration with the Epstein Foundation and ZCF. And on top of that, she's got her hands in development of Arcus units too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of projects developed in Rhineford Company. Lately, the directors have. I knew it. Oh, hello, Master Rean. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay. Have you finished exploring the airship? I expect it'll be a while longer before we reach Roer. Finished? I don't even think I've seen half of it yet. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm looking forward to landing Roer though. It's been a while since I've seen the industrial metropolis. Wait, Reen's been there? Not too far from my hometown, so I always hear about him passing. Well, that's right, you're from Ymir, so I guess you would then. Want a little refresher? I'd bring you up to speed on all things Roer? Sure, why not? Roer used to be a factory town, but grew to hot technology as a result of its steel and heavy industry. Population is around 200,000, and since it stays in Northern province, it's under Marquis Ragner's jurisdiction. Ah, that's right. I still find it kind of wild that Jelko is his daughter. You know, last time I visited, it felt like the whole city was man-made. Trees and grass were rare sights. It made it kind of hard to tell how large the city really is. Well, the city itself is basically one giant structure divided into several levels. It's been expanded so many times that even long-time residents occasionally wind up in places they don't recognize. Well, I've lost count the number of times I had to pick up Lady Lisa when she lost her way. That was when I was a kid. Don't say it like it still happens. Really, it was a long time ago. Something tells me we're not looking at the not quite so distant past. Anyway, north of Roer is the Sashin Iron Mine. The iron mine there makes its way into most of the Rhineford Group's products in some form or other. The amount of ore they get from just one mine is immense. The Empire would be a different place today without it. I don't doubt it. Even our textbooks mention the Sashin Mine. It's been vital to the Empire since back before the Orbital Revolution. The center of Roer, you can't miss the Rhineford Group's corporate headquarters, which is also basically my house. Honestly, I was hoping I won't have to go back anytime soon. At least I guess there's no point in moping about it now. We've yet to have a field study that didn't start with some sort of hectic adventure, but I'm ready if you are. We'll just take it as it comes. We wish you all the best. And he's got a point, we've always found ourselves neck deep in hectic adventure. Oh, so it's Elisa's mother that's going to be accommodating us. Wait, this floor? I thought the bridge was the second floor. Are you three working out what to do for our concert? Yeah, we got the general gist that figured out now, but let me ask you, Reen, do you prefer male or female vocals? It's a real important question too, since it will change the audience we draw. That's a tough decision. Why don't we try both then? And you know what, that'd be perfect. I really like the idea of two songs being perfect length too. Rehearsing will be a bit tougher, but I think we should do it. It'll let us use both plans too anyway. Won't see me complaining. I'm really excited for this. Bro, you got one track behind. Boarding gate? Okay, that's the way out. Well, maybe I will, but I want to see what's this way first. Okay, I need to talk to them. So maybe I should talk to Prince Albert first. I need to talk to them too. Huh. Whoa, this airship is amazing. Why am I reading her voice, or trying to read her quotes? Because there's no cutscene.
At long last, the Courageous is finally taken to the skies of Erebonia. I feel like a mother hen watching her chicks leave the nest.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, now he gets a voice actor.
This may sound a bit forward of me to say, but it sounds like you had some hurdles getting this project together.
It was no easy ride, I'll say that.
I doubt it would have come together without the prince's unwavering dedication and tireless work. He had to find the time to raise funds and oversee the entire project, in addition to all his official duties. And to add to that, he had to take care of all the arrangements necessary to get Viscount Arcade installed as its captain.
I can't even imagine how busy your schedule must have been. Even from a student's perspective, it sounds brutal.
Well, for this ship to have any weight as a deterrent, I needed the Viscount. Thankfully, he agreed to my request. My plan is to create a neutral third power capable of acting independently of our nation's two competing factions. You can think of the Courageous as the first physical embodiment of that ideal.
Well, it makes sense to have a neutral party.
A third party, huh? I feel like I'm starting to understand at least part of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
The road will be a difficult one, though.
True, but this is only the beginning. Seeing this ship soar through the clouds for the first time moves my heart. Just as when Class 7 was formally established, I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the Courageous. And for the brave men and women of your class.
Your Highness.
We live in interesting times. The political situation across the Empire seems to grow more ominous by the day. But, with any luck, making a real show out of this ship's launch will push back against the prevailing climate.
Well, that's the hope at least. Either way, you'll have your whole life to split hairs about politics. For now, give your attention to your field study.
Thank you. I know you have high expectations for us, and I hope we'll be able to meet them.
Alright, let's talk to the last two.
Instructor Sarah? Toval? What are you guys doing out here?
I'm glad I don't have to read these out loud. Well, I mean, I don't have to read any of them out loud, but then it would just be being silent the whole thing.
Oh, just a little bracer-to-bracer information swapping.
That's about the long and short of it. Been a while since I saw you guys, though. Not since last month in Legram.
Yeah, always nice to see a friendly face, though.
Well, despite keeping in touch with him and setting up these arrangements, it came as a surprise to me to see him on board, too.
Clearly, it was meant to be. Honestly, I was only brought on because of my connection with Viscount Arcade.
This airship really is in a class all its own, though. It's not every day you see a ship owned by the Imperial family and captained by the Radiant Blade Master.
This cruiser has the potential to be an important force in Erebonia going forward. Without ties to the Imperial or Provincial armies, it can potentially keep both of them in check if need be.
Which is important, really.
It might not be able to do that quite as well as a strong guild presence could, but it'll still help protect a lot of people.
That's true. It still frustrates me how the guild used to be an institution here. and now we're just barely keeping the lights on.
Are we going to be bringing the guild back at some point?
At least the Crossbell branch sends its people over to help us out when we need a hand, though.
Wenzel's one thing, but we owe McLean so many favors, I've lost count.
McLean? Wait, are you talking about...
Oh, yeah, I guess you would have heard of him.
No?
He's an A-rank bracer over at the Crossbell branch. A guy we used to work with named Wenzel works there now, too. Wait, maybe we should back it up a bit.
The guy we're talking about is Arios McLean, aka the Divine Blade of Wind. The name probably sounds familiar to you because he's also a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Huh.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I've never met him myself, but I heard a lot about him from my master. He mastered the school's second form. It sounds about as untouchable as anyone who holds the title of Divine Blade.
Well, he's pretty damn strong, I'll give you that. Bailed me out of more tough spots than I'd like to admit. Speaking of, you know who else is a student of the 8 Leaves School? Cassius Bright.
Yeah.
We were talking about him before, remember? He's the bracer who took command during that big incident 2 years ago. Though from what I heard, he left the way of the sword behind a while back.
Wait, Cassius. That could also be C as well.
Cassius Bright was here in Erebonia. Wait, 2 years ago.
It was an eventful time, to put it lightly.
Okay, so far my suspects for C's identity is Chancellor Osborne, and now this Cassius. Because they wouldn't bring this person out if they weren't going to show him eventually.
And yeah, we have Cassius to thank for getting us past that. But afterward, well, you know the story from there.
No, I
They
don't.
shuttered guild branches all across the Empire, one after the other, and your dear, sweet instructor was out of a job.
That actually adds more evidence of Cassius being C, because it could be revenge, maybe, for shutting down the guild.
I'd be glad to give you all the grisly details, but it's a long story. We should probably save it for another time. But hey, the guild seems to have a good track record with folks from the 8 Leaves School. Maybe you should consider a career as a bracer. Door's always open, you know?
Me? A bracer? Huh. I never really thought about it before.
Oh, I really hope that actually happens.
Hey, there's enough of us singing the Bracer Blues without you trying to recruit my students.
Never hurts to start them early. Seriously, though, we're always looking for more good people. If that's something you wanted to do, I wouldn't turn you down.
I'll give it some thought.